Hey guys, this is Justin at the Survivor Review, and this weekend is San Diego Comic-Con, and tons of stuff is getting announced. Trailers are dropping left and right, but there's one in particular that I really want to talk about. Now, if you've watched my channel before or seen my other videos, it's pretty obvious which one I'm talking about, and that is Godzilla, King of the Monsters. The surprisingly long-awaited sequel, seeing that the last movie came out in 2014, so by the time this one comes out next year, it would have been 5 years in between movies. I've been highly anticipating this movie, because I actually still really enjoy the first film. I know a lot of people don't like it, and I don't blame them. I don't blame them for having problems with it, and I don't think it's great. It's certainly gone down a little bit since I first saw it in theaters, but I still enjoy it. But I've been really looking forward to the sequel, and this trailer, my god, it didn't help, because it just makes the wait even worse, because I love this trailer. I thought this trailer was great. It was so well put together, like the music in it was beautiful, the visuals were incredible, and my god, yeah, this looks like it's going to be an awesome movie, and I want May 2019 to get here, like, right now, so I can see it. The tone of this trailer is interesting, because it kind of ditches, like, the real kind of dark, like, horror aspect of the first Godzilla movie, and kind of goes for a more kind of a broader thing, and visually it looks a little different, it's a little more colorful, and stuff like that, but I do feel like it finds a good mixture of that. You still feel some of the elements from the first Godzilla movie, so it still feels in line with that, it still feels like a sequel to it, but it feels a little more broader and a little bit bigger in scale, which is really interesting. And I was really worried kind of going into this for what this movie is going to be, seeing that it has so many monsters in it, that it was just going to be like monsters fighting the whole time. As a reaction to the first film, which had very little Godzilla, very little monster fights, that this movie would be all that, like Kong Skull Island, which was a movie I wasn't too big on because it was kind of just monsters fighting and that was it. And I feel like this movie really needs to find a balance of that, of kind of like the horror, like serious elements of the first Godzilla movie and the fun monster fights of Kong Skull Island. That's what this movie really needs to be, and that's what it looks like it's going to be from the trailers. There's a lot of huge, crazy stuff happening in it. I'm still not fully understanding the plot of the movie or what it's going to be, because you have the Vera Farmiga character talking about how this world is going to end soon, it's going to get destroyed. You even had that scene at the beginning with Millie Bobby Brown on the roof, and you see these clouds coming in and stuff, and she's like, oh, we have to unleash the monsters to stop this, and you're like, what exactly? But I was kind of reading up on it a little bit after watching it, and some people are speculating that Ghidorah is causing all this to happen, all this destruction, because you do see Ghidorah frozen in a shot in the trailer, and so maybe he's causing this, and then that's why they have to get Godzilla to fight him. And I can see that being what's actually going on, especially seeing that this movie has Mothra and Rodan in there, who are always kind of heroic characters, especially in the original Showa era films. Like in Ghidorah the Three-Headed Monster, where it literally is Godzilla, Mothra, and Rodan fighting King Ghidorah, and I feel like that's kind of the route they're going in, and I could totally see that, but I was a little kind of confused and a little taken aback when I first saw it here. I'm like, what exactly is going on? Why is the world on the brink of destruction? It was pretty normal in the last movie. I don't know what could happen in those years to make that happen, but I think it is Ghidorah, and I can see that being what's going on. So that's really interesting. I like that aspect. I think that's kind of neat. Although, the destruction in this movie looks to be, an insane level. That one shot where it's, DC, and it's, underwater, and there's, a bunch of tornadoes and everything, which looks insane. Which makes me kind of wonder, how is Kong versus Godzilla gonna come after this? From a scale perspective, this movie seems to be the giant end-all be-all movie, and just the next movie being Godzilla fighting King Kong is kind of oh, it's a little underwhelming. You would think that movie would come first, and then this would be the big finale, because this movie looks huge, and I don't know how they can really top Ghidorah with Kong, who, I mean, I'm nothing against Kong, and I'm still excited to see Godzilla vs. Kong, but he's a giant ape. Ghidorah's a three-headed, fire-breathing monster, So that was interesting. I wasn't expecting, the scale of destruction in this movie to be that huge, but it is, and my god, the glimpses of the monsters that we get in this movie. You get a lot more Godzilla because he's already been revealed. We saw him in the last movie. So you get Godzilla in here and you get the first introductory shot to him when he's emerging from the water and just like blasts his atomic breath into the sky, which looks incredible. You know, and you have a little bit of Mothra in there. You have what seems to be, I'm assuming, is an early form of Mothra, because there's that one monster that you see them like going to touch in one shot. And like, unless there's going to be other monsters in this movie, which you don't really know because, I mean, Vera Farmiga does mention that there's like a ton of them. So maybe there is, but I'm assuming that's an early form of Mothra. So there's that, and then you get like the one giant shot where you see its wings expand, which just looks beautiful. And like, oh my god. You get Rodan. You get a lot more Rodan in this show than I thought you would. I thought they would kind of try to bank it on like Mothra or King Ghidorah, which are a little more well known than Rodan. But you do get Rodan in this here, and it's awesome. You see him emerging from the volcano, and you get just like the classic shot you see in any movie where there's a giant flying monster, either with Rodan or King Ghidorah, where Rodan flies over the town and just like the wind from him flying just destroys the town, you know? That's just a classic Godzilla shot. I loved seeing that. And then you just get to the brief tease of Ghidorah. You see a brief glimpse of him in the ice, and then the one brief shot in silhouettes at the end where it's just like, oh god, this is gonna be nuts. I really hope they keep most of the Ghidorah stuff like a secret until the movie comes out, like how they're keeping like Godzilla hidden for the first movie. I really feel like they should keep Ghidorah hidden for this one and just kind of tease him a little bit, and then the other trailers can show Mothra, can show Rodan, can show them like fighting a little bit, but keep Ghidorah under wraps. I say keep that going until the movie comes out, because I want to just be sitting in an IMAX theater and seeing Godzilla fight King Ghidorah for the first time. You know what I mean? I don't want to see any of that in the trailers. I really hope they don't reveal all of that. And Dr. Serizawa, the Ken Watanabe character from the first film, does come back in this one, and I like that they brought him back as kind of like the connective tissue between the two films. And I think that's cool. My only concern is, in the trailer, he only appears in 2 shots, and in both shots he's wearing the same like hazmat suit or whatever. And it kind of worries me that he's not going to make it out of this movie or even have that big of a role in it, because you don't see him interacting with the other characters. Again, just the first trailer, so maybe you see him in more in later trailers. But I saw that and I'm like, I have a feeling he's not going to make it out of this alive. So yeah, that's my thoughts on the Godzilla King of the Monsters trailer. Just awesome. Easily my favorite trailer to come out of Comic-Con this year. I think it's just hands down the best one. And yeah, I just can't wait to see what this movie brings us in May of 2019. Feels so far away, but you know what? It'll be here before you know it. And there's more Godzilla to come on this channel, since the second anime Godzilla movie just dropped on Netflix earlier this week. I still haven't seen it yet, but I plan to check it out soon and get my review on that out. Hopefully at some point next week, but we'll see. I've been pretty busy lately with like my Mission Impossible videos and stuff like that, but I'll get around to it at some point. And yeah, that's about it for now. And until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.